What's going on, folks? Welcome back to another episode of Tackle Tuesday here on Joe Bob's Bass. And ladies and gentlemen, we got a boat. That is the tackle, not really tackle, but we're talking about it today. I just got a boat for the first time in my life. I no longer just have a kayak. I'm not restricted to great weather, winds, all that kind of stuff that comes along with kayak fishing. We now have a vessel to really get us out on the water and do some fishing. So super excited, guys. Really just found what I think is a pretty killer deal on this boat here. And it really is exactly what I've been looking for. Now, I was not actively searching for a boat. This was an opportunity that just kind of came up, and honestly, it is the ideal boat for what I've always wanted, and that's what we're rocking with. So we're just gonna kind of start back to front here, run through the boat here, and yeah, just give you guys kind of a rundown. So on the back here, we're starting with a 4-stroke Evinrude, fuel-injected electronic, whatever, 40 horsepower. With this boat, it gets it going pretty nice. This is a 170 low flat-bottom John boat. Now, that is also a little bit limiting, as in it's not a deep V. It's not going to cut through waves. It's going to be a little rougher ride if there's some chop out on the water, right? However, for the most part, I will be using this to bass fish. I will be using it on smaller lakes for the most part. I do not ever plan to take this out to Mille Lacs or Lake of the Woods or anything like that. So keep that in mind. It is kind of just your pond hopper, all right? All aluminum boat. It's got minimal features, I would say, but also that's kind of a good thing, right? You start adding all kinds of stuff and you start adding some problems or more things to go wrong, right? So first off, we just got 2 seats back here, rotating seats, folding. They're not the prettiest things in the world. There are some old sun-dried out camo, as you can see, but they will work. I might actually also be using this for duck hunting in the future, so kind of cool to have those. Anyways, you got a platform on the back here. This is all metal. I'm guessing this boat has always just been all metal. As you can see, the front up there is carpeted now. That was some work that the previous owner did, having that kind of fabricated to make that deck bigger, and then, of course, carpet that. And what he did actually was give me an extra roll of carpet. So that's another project that we've got for the winter. We're going to end up hopefully carpeting this back casting deck / section with the fuel tank and everything back here. And then we also got some sea deck for kind of the middle floor part, the floor, right? That makes sense. We got a live well here. Awesome. Needs a new pump, but we'll get to that. You know, as far as the dash goes, we've got a mount on the dash and on the front, 4 graphs. We don't have any graphs yet. It's about to be winter here in Minnesota too, guys. I don't know if you're watching this from Florida or wherever, but we've got, you know, essentially 4 to 6 months out of the year where it is either really hard to fish out of a boat or impossible, depending on how the ice goes. So we're going to be working on this winter. I did take it out this weekend. Ran great, no issues, super fun to fish out of, right? So as we move up here to the front, again, I kind of briefly mentioned it. We got a nice big casting deck. I believe it was about this big originally, and added another, 3 feet onto it to make this really easily fishable for 2 people, if not 3, right? It really just depends on kind of your situation, but I think two large guys like myself, I'm 6'2", 225 pounds. 2 of us, it's not full up there. You could probably squeeze in a 3rd guy, but it might start to get a little hairy, right? And then really that's kind of the whole boat, guys, other than up front here we got an iPilot Tarova 55-pound with the spot lock, which was really the deal sealer for me. If I was to buy a boat, the spot lock was a necessity, and if it had an older trolling motor or whatever, that would have been something that I would have had to factor into price, because I'm not going to fish without a really solid trolling motor, and that's exactly what this is. Lithium battery as well for the trolling motor. Should last a long time. We got lights for the front and the back, a couple different power switches for the bilge pump, live well, and the lights, and that's about it. So pretty simple boat, guys, but I am so beyond stoked. I'm super excited. It was so much fun being out there and fishing out of this thing the last couple days over the weekend. And I can't wait to give you guys some more content with it. I think it's going to be great. It's going to be an awesome way for my wife and my kid, soon to be kids, to get out on the water with me as well, and really I'm just looking forward to it. So it's a game changer. It really is. If you're thinking about buying the boat, buy the boat. You only live once, and you might as well enjoy it. So tight lines, guys. We will see y'all next week, and we'll get back to some tackle.